Hello everybody, my name is Rojo, and welcome to Total War Warhammer, which we will now be calling Total Warhammer from now on, because that is the name of the game. It should be not Total War Warhammer, it should be Total War Hammer. Total Warhammer. Anyway, that aside, if you're not familiar with the game, it is a like one part turn-based like big strategy game and one part real-time great big tactical battle game. So let's go ahead and take a look. It's, of course, set in Warhammer Fantasy, which is a very popular setting. I used to play the tabletop game. We're going to do the Old World campaign here. We've got a lot of factions. I used to play Bretonia and actually primarily Wood Elves. So needless to say, I'm happy with their inclusion in this game. However, we will not be playing those factions because just recently the Norsca DLC came out, which kind of revamped one of the kind of most dickish factions in the game and made them a lot more interesting and a lot better. But sort of tantamount, or not tantamount, but tangent to that, they updated Warriors of Chaos a bit too. And I didn't really like their campaign when I was first playing the game, like back, because these guys have been around since the game launched. So I never really played the Chaos campaign. However, we're going to give it a try now. We could be Archaon here and get some interesting stuff. Archaon's a spellcaster, which is kind of nice. Kolek is he's a giant dragon ogre man, which is pretty cool. However,
I am Slaanesh's Scion.
I want to be Prince Sigvald the Magnificent because he's just so goddamn pretty. So yeah, we're gonna get some interesting bonuses here, which may or may not be too terribly relevant, but it is nice that we start with a Hell Cannon, which is an artillery piece. It takes potentially a little while to get, and we'll get some elite infantry here. We're going to play on very hard. I'm not like that good at this game, so I may regret this, but almost all the other campaigns that I've beaten, I've done on very hard, although that was a while ago. Alright, let's go ahead and get started here.
The old world is weak. The mortal nations flounder in their own incessant and petty wars. Ignorant of what truly awaits in the north. I come before the mighty Archaon as a mere minion. For now, at least, the gods' favored champion chooses to hear my advice. I pray to the dark powers that I do not fail him. Despite such a risk, I urge my master that now is the time to march south. The Northmen grow restless. We must harness that and send the tribes in a great tide southwards to flood the old world. Archaon himself, chosen of the gods, will lead the hordes of chaos as we despoil the lands of men and dwarfs. No soul, no matter how blackened or pure, shall see salvation.
Alright, the Dark Prince calls to his stepchild, demanding that the Guild Prince chastise his southern lands. Summons is timely, for he grows bored of subjugating the marauder tribes of the steppes of the northern waste. It's time for Sigvald the Magnificent to revel in bloody glory across the old world.
Your adopted father calls you, Sigvald. The Dark Prince desires destruction and perversion of the world. Let it begin. You shall go into the lands of the mortals to spread fear and destruction. The Norse tribes to the west shall fall easily before you. Bind those willing to join your cause, and slay the rest. Further to the south lie the nations of men. They will resist your advance, and for good reason. You will bring them annihilation, mighty lord. Devour the mortal souls to bring the favor of the Chaos Gods. March forth and spread oblivion in their name.
Alrighty, suffice to say that we are not the good guys in this particular version of the story. So, alright, first little objective here. We need to raise or sack 4 settlements. We can probably do that. Archaon the Ever-Chosen has arrived, and the fabled Lord of the End Times desires only death and destruction. With the support of the barbarous tribes of the north, the warriors of chaos can begin their inevitable march upon the world of man. So we are a Horde faction. This tells us a little bit about how chaos plays. Horde faction meaning we don't ever actually create any settlements of our own. We just kind of run around and generally act like assholes. Now, I have a plan for the beginning part of this game, or this campaign. We need to go ahead and camp here so we can make buildings, so to speak, and recruit units and all that kind of stuff. What I want to do is I want to upgrade our main building here, because that is going to allow us, if you look at the building browser, allow us to get to the next tier of stuff. However, every time we spend these surplus points, basically we're going to have to... It's going to be more expensive to buy other stuff, I think. It's kind of generally how it goes. To that end, this building, in my opinion, is a trap. It allows us to recruit some cheap marauder units and stuff like that. It does give us our only, skirmish unit. But you know what? Let's just get rid of that. Furthermore, I'm actually going to get rid of these guys as well. These are just... some sort of light, very light cavalry and skirmishers. Not interested in them. And then we have our tech tree. I'm going to wait on that, though, for now. Let's just end our turn. Because what I want to do is recruit better, more heavily armored, more disciplined units. Because rather than go after the Norsemen immediately in our first few turns here, we are going to go... I'm trying to just... You see that bar on the bottom left? It goes from green to yellow as I drag the mouse here. That basically is our movement indicator to show us kind of like how much we're going to have left. So I'm going to go right about there. Those little hands with the scrolls mean that we're trespassing because we don't have a military access pact with the faction that actually owns this land, but that's fine. So yeah, you can actually see that that building is only going to cost us 2 population points rather than 4, which I think is what it was before. Okay, and it's also going to allow us to recruit warriors of chaos, which are just flat out better than any kind of marauder unit that we can get for the front lines. I think right about there is probably pretty safe. All right, let's get some chaos warriors. So you can see that if we click on that little pin, it'll pin this unit card over here, armored and shielded. Got a silver shield, which is pretty good. In fact, it's better than pretty good. It's extremely good. Just helps them block missile fire and that kind of thing. Good leadership. Decent all-around stats. We can only recruit 2 guys at once right now, but that's okay. So we're going after a very soft target initially. After that, who knows what'll happen, because the game, you know, every playthrough is going to be a little bit different. So I did a little test playthrough kind of to get started here, and after that, I don't know what's going to happen here. I do know that we are going to absolutely wreck Voltsgrad here. We are actually at war with Kislev to start with. We're, in fact, at war with, I think, all of humanity, or the races of men. But you can see our balance of power here. It's very favorable. But we're going to fight the battle anyway, just to get some early gameplay to show you what the battles are actually like. There will, of course, be bigger battles, more difficult battles. We will almost certainly be auto-resolving many battles as well, particularly if there are a lot of skirmishers. Well, not skirmishers per se, but I should say skirmish cav, because they are fucking annoying to deal with in this game. I hate it. I did decide to keep these 2 marauder units. We'll use them as a meat shield, I guess. Put these guys like something like that, and then we'll go ahead and grab These guys, we'll put them right there, and we'll grab these guys. We'll put them right about there. We'll put our halberds right about there. And there we go. That's pretty good. Now, the nice thing about having a hell cannon early on is that it'll force enemy armies, generally if they don't have artillery themselves, to come to you, which is awesome. And another thing we can do, I never hit with this, but if we want to, we can try to shoot this ourselves. Let's see if we get a hit here. Don't really know how to aim this. As you can see, I way overshot it. But it's fun to try. It's something I'll have to practice. Get a good look at our units here. So our marauders. Of course, we've got Sigvald himself, and these are our warriors. And then way over here we have the armies of man, basically empire units. And we are just lighting them up. The hell cannon does a ton of morale damage. Just a ton of damage in general, really. And by taking out this leader unit, we are, of course, going to be robbing them of a potent morale buff. So what I want to do here, I think, is just go like, boop. Move these guys out to the flanks. Yeah, those guys are already running. Go ahead and just put you on guard mode so you don't chase them. Alright, let's meet them one for one. We have enough units in this particular case, and then some. So have these guys too. These guys are really cool. Our Chaos Spawn. These guys are unbreakable, but they are a little bit weak to spears, so that's something to consider. These guys are actually going to have to go after them. Just fine. Let's move these guys down a little bit. We can do something like that. And then we got these guys, like so, looking good. We'll send Sigvald in, I suppose. Send these guys up. Send these guys up. Not that we really need them in this particular case. These guys are going to get absolutely destroyed because we are well armored, and they don't have any armor piercing in their army. It's the unfortunate reality for them. Let's run up here. We'll get a nice charge. Get a charge from behind. Whatever, you guys will just get in there. These guys are going to break almost instantly. I think these guys probably cause fear too. I think we even get a little bit more cinematic if we want. These guys we've got to be careful with because they're weak to spears, but these are swordsmen. So I think we're going to be just fine. Yeah, they're breaking. It's pretty much going to be the end of the battle. Oh yeah, we have these guys too. So we can send these guys out. These guys get basically a bonus against large, which these guys are. However, they can only brace against charges from the front. So when we hit them from the sides like this, it's bad news for them. Although they still will get their bonus on melee attacks and stuff. So there we go. That is the end of that. Easy battle, but pretty fun, nonetheless. Lost a few guys. No big deal. Basically, when we attack a town like that, all the units will die if we win. So there's no need to chase them down or anything. And now we have a couple options with regarding what we want to do with this town. We could raise it and get some more growth, which isn't a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. And we get some casualty replenishment as well for a turn, but I'm thinking we don't really need growth yet, so I'm just going to raise it, take the money, and Sigvald's got himself a level here, so let's see. This is his new skill tree. He's got egomaniacal, so +5 leadership for the whole army, which is pretty good, honestly. But then our other lords are gonna, or our other non-legendary lords are gonna cost more money. He's got some other army buffs and some economy stuff and some hero stuff, and eventually he can cause terror, which is pretty good. However, I did say we don't need growth just yet, but I'm still gonna go with Route Marcher here, so we have a little bit extra movement speed, and then I'm going to get a point in this Tribes of Chaos because they'll help us out early on with some more growth over time, and it'll help us generally for the rest of the campaign as well. I think I don't want this yet. I think I'm going to hold off on that just a little bit longer. I want to get a sense of our prospects here, basically, against Prague. Yeah, so they're going to bring in an army. That's a full stack. We probably don't want to fight that just yet. I think they're mostly just going to defend their town anyway. Unfortunately, as Chaos, we don't have an ambush stance. It would be nice if we did. So what I'm going to do is just back off a little bit. So Mike, go right here. And we'll encamp and we'll recruit a couple more guys. Can we, let's see. 3 turns and we'll be able to get that. So I think that's fine. It is good to upgrade that building just because it'll reduce our army upkeep. And obviously the more money we have, the better off we are. Another interesting thing is these guys are going to want to be friends with us because we have +20 diplomatic relations with all Norscan tribes. Which is interesting because as Sigvald we can kind of just like ignore all of Norsca if we wanted to. But I kind of don't want to. So I probably won't. So I'm going to decline this for now. I would like to awaken one of these tribes here. We could raid Prague. I'm hesitant to do that with that army being there, however. Let's get a little bit closer. Yeah, they got a double stack there. So we want to be cautious of that. I'm actually gonna not recruit anything this turn.
Let us go.
And instead, we'll just hang out. I guess we might as well grab this. Actually, you know what? No, I take it back. I would rather have the upgraded building than the tech right now. So the tech isn't going to benefit any of these units. It will give us more money when we fight battles and when we raise towns, which is not bad. These guys want a peace treaty. How about a counteroffer? How about... Oh, wow. Defensive alliance. No. What I want is... If you want a peace treaty, I want, say, 1,500 gold. Their economic power is weak. Yeah, it's a little bit too much money. I'm going to decline this for now. Archaon is the faction leader, so that's why he's doing the diplomacy, even though he's not, like, on the map. These guys are going to give me some more money. I'm going to still say no. For now.
Bring ruin.
And then let's go ahead and encamp. We'll grab... Can't get any heroes right now. What do we actually need to get these other legendary lords? Archaon we need... We have to sacrifice 10 sets of captives after a battle. That's actually easy enough to do. And, legendary lord... Construct an ogre gathering. Alright. We'll keep that in mind. We would like to get those guys on our squad eventually here. But for now, I think just more Chaos Warriors will do the trick. Alright, what do we got here? Chaos Gods take notice of their champion, but rarely do they act in accord. Khorne demands slaughter, but Tzeentch orders a more subtle approach. So there are 4 Chaos Gods, Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Slaanesh. And Sigvald is very, very closely associated with Slaanesh. However, other gods do seem fit to give us a boon here. Well, we don't have any hero characters, so I mean, this is a no-brainer. We'll get for the Blood God. Now, we are losing money. That is okay. I think what I'm going to do is actually, let's just take a peek down here again. Yeah, those armies are still there. So, we'll leave them alone for now. And move back up this way. And let's go ahead and just grab this building for ourselves here. That should probably take care of our upkeep issue as well. Alright. Yes, it did. You even get another unit of Chaos guys. I think we can just barely make it. So I'm going to come over here. And we'll save the game. And we'll declare war on these guys, even though they like us a lot. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll fight this battle as well, even though it's going to be easy, just to check out a little sneak peek of Norsca, the new Norsca. Now their Marauders are actually much better than ours because they get like the rage ability, which means the longer that they stay in melee, the more powerful they get up to a point. So that is something that makes them a lot more dangerous than they otherwise would be. So I'm going to try and go with a somewhat tight formation here. Put these guys on the flanks. You like right there, put you right there. Put the Chosen on the flanks. The Halberds there as well, and then we'll put Sigvald right here. This blue circle is basically his aura of influence, which gives a leadership bonus to everybody nearby. These guys coming to me? No, we're not quite in range. Let's take a look here. This yellow arc, of course, being my my Hell Cannon's range. We shall... Actually, you know what? Halt. Go ahead and group these guys up and just move them up a little bit. You can hold Alt and drag with the mouse to do that little move I did there. Did I get their attention now? Yes, I did. Okay. You guys just chill out for a sec. You can do this to make them move a little bit faster. If you guys could please turn around, that would be swell. Seriously? Oh, they're working on it. Just doing a little sidestep shuffle there. Alright, let's see what we got. Something like that. Have I done it? Have I made a direct hit? I may have. Oh, oh, boom! We got one dude. Well, we tried, So they've got, I think they have some ranged, don't they? Yeah, these Marauder Hunters in the back. These guys actually have armor piercing, which is bad news for us. Marauders, Spearmen, Marauders. What are these guys? I think these guys might be like a special kind of Marauder. Why don't you attack them? We also have this ability here. Do a little bit more damage, I guess. Oh, big miss, big miss. Alright. Trying to just draw them out a little bit here. And we shall try to charge them. Didn't really work out quite the way I wanted it to. I needed to maybe execute that maneuver a little bit more quickly, but sometimes the AI will, like, basically split their army apart when you do that. Let's go ahead and jump on these spears. Spears are not going to be super dangerous for us in melee. Should probably be able to take out these Marauder Hunters with a regular Marauder unit. Probably. Alright, let's get Sigvald going up here. Yeah, these guys are almost done already. Especially with the way they're all grouped up and the Hell Cannon firing into the stack. Big charge. These guys actually do quite a bit of damage. The great weapon guys, because they have armor piercing, which will hurt our guys quite a lot. There you go. That's going to be the battle right there, I think. Yes, indeed. Again, we don't really need to chase these guys down. We lost 29 dudes. That's not bad. Alright, now we have a special option here. We can raise this location, but we can also awaken this tribe if we want to, making them our vassal. Now, I'm not sure if we'll get another opportunity to awaken these guys if we go and go after this other location, because I think it's actually the same tribe. I think it ends up being Bearsling either way, but we do get a lot of money if we raise it to the ground as well. I think I will awaken them, though. So now they are our vassal. Some Chaos War, or some regiments of renown, which is pretty cool. It's a new thing for Chaos, so I can't complain about that. Alright, let's get this Tribes of Chaos thing so we get the growth early. And that's probably the only point of that we'll get. But yeah, now we can actually like send these guys out to do stuff for us. Like, attack that location. Because there will be another army there, probably. But if we can defeat that location, we can either raise it or subjugate what's left of Goromandi. I kind of want my guys to have... We're gonna go, like, right about... Flags in the way. I'd like Bearsling to have this whole province. Not sure if Norsca gets commandments or not. Looks like the dwarves are actually coming after this area too. The dwarves are honestly quite a bit more dangerous than the Empire to us, because they're all armored and we don't have any armor piercing units really right now. So that could be a very serious problem. Once we get one more food surplus, though, we'll be able to take care of that. To that end, I don't know if I want to get any more Chaos Warriors just yet. Although we're going to get a bunch of money once we raise this next location, so I guess it can't hurt. Let's get one, and we'll save money for the Regiment of Renown, which we'll recruit next turn, maybe. It's also possible Bearsling might just take that town, depending on what things look like. They can make it over there, which I guess is acceptable. Varg, another faction that we started at war with. They want money from me. I think you must be mistaken. These guys want a peace treaty. I'm very sorry, but the answer is negative. And we should have exactly what we need. Let's get this Mirror Guard. So these guys are basically, I think, Chaos Warriors, yeah. But they've got just better, kind of just better everything. Is what it comes down to. So yeah, let's get these guys in our army. Losing money at the moment, but that will swiftly change, I think. I'm not too worried about that dwarf army, honestly. Now this is going to be too easy, so let's just auto-resolve this. Now the way Norsca works now, or maybe it worked this way before, I'm not sure, but I think they'll try to take this location if I don't subjugate. Unfortunately, these dwarves got here before me, so looting and raising not going to do me much good, so we'll just raise it regular style. And a banner of eternal flame. What does this do? Round self. Affects allies in range. Gives us fire damage. Fire damage basically, I think does extra damage to like units with regeneration and like certain tree units and stuff. Alright, I think we have enough of the blue tree for the moment. We are going to grab Egomaniacal now and start going into this Sigvald specific tree. What is this army looking like? Do have a lot of dwarf warriors.
Witness my beauty.
They are suffering attrition. Tell you what, why don't you maybe do that? I'm not sure if these guys will bother to attack me or not. If they don't attack me, I think that would be preferable for now. Yeah, they're gonna run away. Okay. Yeah, figuring out a way to break these guys is gonna be interesting. Peace treaty, counteroffer. How about they're not gonna just become my vassal? How about you give me that? 400? Fine. We'll take it. Intertribal warfare. War has broken out between the rival tribes of the Horde. An example must be made to ensure the Marauders will only fight what our masters desire. Ooh, ow. That sucks. I think that might, like, actually stagnate our growth by 100%. Oh, no, not quite. No, we're still getting some growth. Thank God. And we actually have enough to get this now, too, which is good. That'll probably halt our money woes for the moment. For now, I'm actually going to clear your war coordination target, unless I can convince you to come and just take this town, although the dwarves will probably just take it from you and keep sacking it. I don't know, can you, No. Alright, they'll probably take it on their own eventually, but I'm not going to mess with the dwarves right now. I do want to mess with these Empire troops, though. Very much. No, let's grab this ruinous altar. We can actually get an exalted hero then, too, which is pretty cool. Maybe see if I can get my vassal to help me with Kislev down there. I think we can probably take a 2-stack, but I'm not 100% confident. Actually, looks like they might have pieced out. So we'll find out in a second here. Oh, they did not. They did not. There was no piecing out. Like, this is the shit that I hate. Like, all these are probably fucking pistoliers, which is so annoying. Especially as chaos, because you don't want, like, there's no way that we'll catch them unless we spam a bunch of marauders, which I really don't want to do. And I'm not gonna do. So, oh yeah, we can get, like, aspiring champions now, which is pretty cool. Ditch these marauder units at this point. Let's get a unit of them. That'll be fun. And then I think, how do we? Where's my? We have to do it from here. Yeah, here we go. This guy's +5 melee attack. It's the only one we have available, so we'll grab him. I'm not sure what these guys are up to. Which is for the Dark Gods. We did fail that mission. We'll get a bunch of these random missions. I kind of tend to ignore them, honestly. Can we... We could make it down there. He will get reinforced, however. Which is very annoying. What are you up to? You're mustering? Doing it awfully slowly. What do I want to do? We don't have any money, and we're losing money. So I'm just going to embed you, I think. Put you like right there, and let's get into raiding stance and mitigate some of that. If they come after me without that garrison, we may have a shot. Oh man, the dwarves are coming down here too. That army's actually far enough away now that I don't think he can reinforce. So, tell you what. Forget about that. I'll take care of this myself. He can't run away because he's in that town. What have you got? You actually don't have that much. Give Sigvald the Warbanner, since he's most likely to stick around. He's just got a bunch of swordsmen and a few pistoliers, which is actually perfect. We'll fight this battle even though it's supposedly going to be super duper easy, because it'll be a big battle and it'll be fun. Have to check out some of our new units as well. I'm a little bit worried about Barristan. They might get taken out by those dwarves if we don't go back up there to help them. Not sure. I don't think they can make it this next turn, though. Alright, what am I thinking? We could try to, like, take this hill, I suppose. And that would sort of hurt their pistoliers a little bit. And generally give us a little bit better defensive position, but I think we'll be too far away for our hell cannon to hit them and make them come to us. So I think instead we'll put our hell cannon like here. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more protected from missile fire, and then we'll basically just make a line of chaos troops, just like so. Something like that. It's these guys, there aren't very many of these guys in a squad, but they do like magic damage and stuff, and each one is pretty tough, presumably. If you look at their unit card, they actually have vanguard deployment, so we get right up in their face, but not going to do that. Alright, we'll put, we'll keep these guys close by though, because they're going to be pretty weak to those pistoliers, I think. These guys, I think we'll put back here. And these guys are also going to be kind of weak to missile fire. These guys have shields though, so they're not quite as bad off. Alright. I think that is pretty much everything that we need to do, right? Seems pretty good. Alright, what are we gonna start with? Sigvald is actually a duelist type hero, so he is going to be able to just absolutely murder this Empire Captain, or whatever he is, Empire Lord. Look at that, big hits already. I'm interested in attacking the these other guys over here, but I'm gonna wait for them to just kind of come to me a little bit more, because eventually they'll stop. If I try to shoot them now, they'll probably just run away. Nice. It's a nice clumped up group of units here, so even if we miss, we like don't miss, basically. It's like they're trying to flank me or something, so you know what I'm gonna do is just like move half my army over this way. And I want these guys to be facing the enemy because that is the only way that their shields will work against all that missile fire they're probably about to take. Yeah, these guys are not gonna quite make it all the way that far. Alright. I'm gonna charge out. Now we can actually have the Hell Cannon turn around, attack those guys, which is pretty good. Alright, now I think we'll send Sigvald up. Send up these guys, like so. Send these guys in on the flank. And we should be able to handle these other guys without any real issues whatsoever. Lord is under attack, that's fine. Go hold the line with these guys. Let's get our other Chaos guy in here. And these poor bastards are about to get lit up in the worst way possible. So we might get... Yeah, we're going to get flanked a little bit there. That's okay. I think they'll be fine. How are we doing on this side? Yep, let's go ahead and do that. And then I think we'll send these guys out because I really don't want my Chosen to get shot in the back too much, even though these guys don't have armor piercing. But when it comes to like just a line battle, there's no way that we're going to lose. Just not going to happen. One more good hit with these guys, and I think we'll be in good shape. Just let these guys keep taking hits for me. Yeah, these guys are going to break like any time now. In fact, if we come after them, I think they will run away. There we go. Alright, let's get you attacking on that side. We'll bring these guys around to do a little hammer and anvil action. There we go. These guys are not coming back. These guys are just going to soak hits for me, which is totally fine. Oh shit, I forgot all about these guys back here. I guess we might as well bring them up. There's not many guys left in that unit, so I'm going to attack these guys instead now. Doesn't really matter where these guys go, honestly. Here we go. Attack you right there. Attack you right there. Attack you right there. These guys are going to die. Even though they do have spears, I guess we should be a little bit cautious. One of the units is coming back, but this is basically going to be the end of them. Where's Sigvald? Get out of there, man. What are you doing? You should... He's not good at attacking like whole units like this. He needs to be attacking their lord. If you kill their lord, their army will rout that much more quickly. I would prefer that he doesn't get away as well. Big miss. Alright, let's get... Actually, I guess we don't really need to chase these guys down now that I think about it, because it's another city battle. But 140 losses to their 1,000, so we killed almost 10 men to our 1. Maybe 9 men to our 1. I think it's a pretty good trade. Now, I do want to take out that other army, but I may have to leave them alone for the moment. Sigvald actually took a ton of damage there. I should have paid a little bit more close attention to him. Look at all that money, though. There's no point in looting and raising, so we'll just get some more growth. And we got a Warrior Bane weapon. That's actually pretty good, honestly. And we have another regiment of renown we can get. Zealousness of the Forsaken is especially great in these and those reborn in the macabre paradise of the Garden of Nurgle. Demon Spew.
Absolutely not.
Awesome.
Handsome and lethal.
Well, there's nothing that we can do this turn, so we'll just have to enter. And well, actually, that's not true. Can go ahead and grab some stuff here. What am I thinking? More melee defense, more melee attack is pretty good, but I'm actually going to go for the extra armor. It's my understanding that the way armor works essentially is when a unit has any armor at all, they get a roll between half their armor value and their full armor value when they get hit, and then that is the percentage of damage that they reduce the hit by. So you can actually, I guess, get 100% damage reduction, and if you have more armor than 100%, I guess you just have a higher chance to get 100% damage reduction. But then some units have armor piercing, which I guess negates that roll, basically, so that they do just 100% of their damage all the time. I'm not sure if that's true or not. That's just me kind of thinking about it. We're only losing 2 things per turn. Let's go ahead and get this path to ruination now. Give us a little bit more replenishment, and we can start getting a little bit of our research going on here and getting a little bit more money after our battles. Oh yeah, they're going after Bearsenling. Big time. I think they are going to die unless we get over there. Have to leave these pitiful humans alone for now. Alright, path to ruination. I would love to kill that man, but I cannot. Instead, we are going to recruit these guys and move up. If we can. I don't know if we'll be able to get up there or not, actually. This may be a huge mistake as well. So we may end up getting attacked by 2 dwarf armies, and then we'll be tired from marching. And I'm not sure we'll actually be able to get in a position to reinforce. So what I'm going to do is tell you to attack that army if you can, because then we should be able to reinforce, I think. And we will start researching. We'll go for skulls for the Skull Throne. Alright, let's see how we do here. Dwarves may run away, they may attack us. But they may attack Bearsenling. They didn't raise it, so that's a plus. Bearsenling's still in the game, technically. Scaling is out of the game, though. These guys ran away. That is good for us. This gives us an opportunity to potentially catch up to these guys, although they could just pop right back. Let's go like right here. We'll set up camp. We're not going to replenish quite as much on Sigvald, but that is acceptable. And I think I'm going to get rid of one of these guys for the moment. Just in case we don't catch up to these guys. Oh, he's going all the way around. I didn't even know you could do that. He's going to be taking a ton of attrition damage. So, tell you what, you have... Oh, you actually leveled up. We will give you... I don't think I'm going to give him a mount just yet. Because it reduces a lot of his stats. In melee, I just want him to be good in melee for now. But I will give him some melee attack. Can you... No. I was hoping he'd be able to slow that army down. But I guess he cannot. Maybe just barely out of range. May be able to catch up to him next turn, though. So I'm going to chase him. We'll see. This is kind of like Benny Hill shit that I kind of hate in this game. But sometimes it's just what you got to do. Yeah, he used Underway to avoid me there. I thought he might. So I'm just going to keep chasing him a little bit. Because I would prefer that he didn't sack this town. But I don't know if we have much of a choice. Or if we're going to be able to prevent him from doing that. I'm actually going to just go ahead and get rid of one more of these guys for now. We won't need them to defeat that army no matter what, I'm sure. Oh, they're going deep in the Chaos Wastes. Alright.
Moving, father.
I want to stay within reinforcement range of the town, just in case. But what we could do is just go and attack the dwarves. Maybe. Because who knows what he's doing. He's way out there. Bearsling's getting another army together now. That's good. Let's go ahead and get Rituals of Corruption for better income when raising. Save the game here. And, guess let's march part way and just see what we see. Is that town undefended? That town appears to be undefended. I am going to go after that town, I think, while it's undefended. Even if that means leaving Bearsling behind. Oh, never mind. There's the doors. We could attack them, but I'm not sure how much success we would have without armor piercing. Depends on how much armor piercing they have. These doors are really difficult to break as well. Let's see. What's the garrison like? Oh wow. The garrison isn't huge, but they do have long beards, which are very tough. And it does have walls as well, by the looks of it, so I don't think we're getting in there. Instead, I think we'll just come back and keep fucking with the humans a little bit. Oh, they're actually coming back.
Who are these grotesque readers?
Not sure if those guys fought something over there or what, somehow. I don't think they're in any condition to take out Bearsling at this point, though. Looked like their lord had died somehow.
Witness my beauty.
Alright, well.
Unleash chaos.
Very sorry about this, Kislev. But, I'm going to raise your town for the 100th time. So much chaos corruption in this area now, too. It's not much money, so I think it's still probably better to take the horde growth. We got another demagogue. I wonder if we can give that to you. We can. So that's nice. Do we have anything? No, we don't have anything that we can give to him. That's fine. More points. Eric's Raider Inspirational. I do like the blue tree on a lot of these types of heroes, like, for example, Drillmaster and more so the Exemplar. So that we get higher level units when we recruit, but at the same time, I'd also like him to just kill shit when we do fight. His melee defense is really low. His melee attack is really high, so I think I'm going to round that out a little bit, maybe. I wonder how much does this affect him? Yeah, his melee defense is even going to go lower, depending on what mounts we give him. So I'm going to give him some hard to hit and shore that up a little bit, I think. You, on the other hand, we will give, we'll give you the second rank of stylish, because you're Sigvald. Alright, I think up next, maybe we could possibly go after Prague. These dwarves are going to be a problem until I get enough income, basically, to get some armor-piercing units in my squad that we can use to cut those little stunties down to size, or, well, down to smaller size anyway.